Seven's coverage of the horse racing is brought to you by Destination New South Wales. Feel the energy in Sydney this Everest Carnival.
Integrity is really important in the racing industry, and our stewards are in charge of that. Well, today we've been issued a special invitation to go behind the scenes with our stewards to see what their day entails. Steve, as Chief Steward here in Sydney, you've got a really big job, but tell us the role of a steward overall. What's your job in a nutshell?
In a nutshell, Emma, is to obviously regulate the industry, ensure compliance. That's very important. Obviously racing's very much betting driven, so there's got to be a high level of confidence in the product.
On a major race day in the stewards room, what would the day look like?
You've got to prepare. As a steward, you've got to be across the form. You've got to be dealing with all little side issues that might be occurring, horses that might be under a bit of a cloud, and coordinating with our vets. If you have rain overnight, you might be at the track at 5:30, 6 o'clock to do a track inspection, to be on top of that.
What are the tools available to you on race day? There's a lot of screens in the stewards room, so I'm guessing you get a lot of different camera angles to be able to do your job.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. We have cameras situated right around the track, so we get great head-on footage from most vantage points. Even on the big days, you have the drone or the helicopter shot.
They're followed further back then by Fireburn, and a shuffle back as Best of Bordeaux pushes on.
We've got a lot of young stewards that are coming through. The best way to learn how to read a race is to go out, observe a race, sense a race.
Invincibility being tackled by Strong, but Briggle pop the inside.
Say, for example, a jockey does overstep the mark mid-race and something ends up happening that could compromise the result or the welfare of a horse or the other participants. How do you find having those conversations in the stewards room?
We don't mind robust discussions in the stewards room. Some are more adept at putting their case than others, but by and large, the jockeys are very professional, and it's just really for us to sift through the evidence and make an informed decision on whether anybody's breached the rules.
Right, okay. Felt all right in his action and everything like that, post-race? Okay. We might see what the vets come back with. Any questions from the stewards at all? No. Okay, thanks.
Well, you do an amazing job. You really lead from the front, Steve, and thank you for letting us go behind the scenes today.
Thanks, Emma.
It's really nice of Steve to be able to let us to do that and see what a day in the life of a steward involves. I learned a lot.
Yeah, Steve is an incredible steward. He spent a long time in Hong Kong as the stipendiary steward over there, and he's recently come back. Well, it's probably been a few years since he came back, and now he's the head steward after taking over from Mark Van Gestel. But it's a completely different world, the stewards room. They govern our industry and govern everyone in the industry, and it has to be at the highest. Its integrity is so important because we're dealing with gambling, we're dealing with welfare, and he absolutely leads at the front.
Yep, he does a great job. So let's take a look